Hi everybody, it is the 13th of August 2021 and here we have the patch notes for update 13.1 on console. In fact, I just need to do something first. That noise there is me opening up a can of Starbucks double shot espresso, nice and cold. Beautiful coffee, because we've got a lot of videos to do today. We've got the 13.1 patch notes for PUBG, and I'll be doing videos on the Season 5 updates for Call of Duty Warzone and Cold War as well. But PUBG for now. Let's see what this update holds in store. Tago updates. We cannot express our thanks enough for all the great feedback and player comments regarding the release of Tago with update 12.2. Thanks to your constructive feedback, we're making lots of changes and improvements to Tago. Let's jump to it. Great. Multi-care packages. We've received a lot of player feedback asking for an increase in the amount of care package drops available in each match. Let's fix that. Previously, it was generally only one player who would get all the loot from each drop, with not much left to go around. With this update, we've dramatically increased the number of care packages through additional small airdrops, allowing more players the chance to hunt them down and loot them up. When the situation is right, additional care packages can be used as hard cover to engage or retreat from your opponent. Yeah, I think care packages are indestructible, aren't they? Increase the number of care packages. Standard care packages 1. Small care packages 5 to 15. Multi-drop care package contents. Ammo, healing item, throwable, standard care package spawn items can also be found inside with a low probability. Secret room. The Tago secret room can change the course of your match and help you win that chicken dinner. Top tier gear, including items not found elsewhere in the battlegrounds, can be looted inside the room. I've never been in the Tago secret room. I've got to say, actually, I do like the idea of multi-care packages. With the idea, you get the main one with the main gun and level 3 helmet, level 3 vest and bag in it, and then you've got little ones around. Because it kind of makes the hot drop, if you like, that's probably the wrong word, but when a care package comes down, lots of people drive towards it, don't they? If you're close, or you run towards it to try and get it. And if someone's, you just get there and you just see someone driving off in a vehicle who's got there already, a couple of seconds before, it's like, ugh. But here there's more of a reason to hang around and you'll probably get into more gunfights. So, Coolio. Hidden keys are scattered across Tago and can be looted, then used to access the Tago secret room. How to enter the secret room. After obtaining the key, you can open the secret room door and enter to loot items. And in the secret room, there's the self AED, which is the thing that brings you back to life. Scopes, low chance of care package items, large number of healing items and throwables. Here we go. Now this is interesting. Emergency landing. A simple, leisurely plane ride to the battlegrounds. Maybe not so much. Stay alert and pay attention to the flight crew's instructions, as not every flight is a smooth one. Engine failure can cause your plane to catch fire and come hurtling towards the ground while attempting to make an emergency landing. The emergency landing plane moves faster than the standard starting plane, but the fall height varies greatly, resulting in a varied falling duration. The farther you jump at the beginning of the flight, the further you can travel. The later you jump off, the shorter you can travel, as the plane altitude decreases. If you decide not to jump off the plane, you'll take 50% damage at the end of its journey. Alright, so you don't die when it crashes. This is a really interesting idea there. I like this, because you kind of get set in your way of looking at the flight path of the plane in the lobby, don't you? And you think, right, okay, so I'm going to jump here and I'm going to parachute here and I'm going to loot here. Where with this, you won't always be able to do that, because if the plane's got faulty engines or they've been hit by something and it's got a crash, then you're going to have to change your plans. In fact, I would really like it if maybe the plane veered off course as well, and went somewhere unusual. We all remember how much fun it was. Remember in the early days of the Xbox preview, when sometimes the plane would dump all the players out at once. There was like a bug and everybody would be thrown out of the plane at once. That was really cool. So it'd be nice to have that as well. Maybe the plane explodes in midair and you've all got to get out, before you die. Item spawn changes. Based on player feedback, we're making the following Tago item spawn changes. More of the self AED, 1% decrease in stocks, less stun grenades, less Molotov cocktails. They're adding the emergency pickup, C4. C4, hate C4. I don't think you should have a weapon that can kill people through walls. I think it's just wrong. Spike trap. Sanhok update. Sanhok was originally released in 2018 and remastered in 2020. We haven't stopped there and continue to make additional changes and improvements across the map. Based on the feedback received after the remaster, we're improving movement flow in specific areas, adding additional cover to encourage more diverse and reactive gameplay. So basically what they're doing is adding more cover in to various places. I say they're making it easier. Okay, so they've added more trees there as well, haven't they? Okay, so interesting. The thing that bothers me actually really about Sanhok, I guess, is I don't like the colour. I think it's too. They've mucked up the saturation. The greens are too light green. They should be darker. And I'm not also a fan of the fact that the rivers are not as wide as they used to be and not deep as they used to be, because you used to have. In Sanhok, you would have that real horrible situation where you get a circle shift, say, to the top left-hand corner of the map, and you would know you'd have to cross one of those rivers. And if you got to swim across them, it was a right nightmare. You'd be diving under the water, or you'd have to go to the pinch points that were the bridges. Now, although it sucked to have to do that, it brought people together into gunfights, and it gave you an interesting experience as well. Where the rivers are pretty narrow, you sprint up to the river, jump into the river, and you can normally you waddle across, don't you, then get out the other side. So I think they've toned down the map a bit. I would take it back to pre remaster Sanhok. Mode changes to Tago. To ensure the best matchmaking quality, we are always keeping an eye on our matchmaking data. After carefully analysing matchmaking data from update 12.2, we've decided to make the following changes to the featured map queue to provide a healthy matchmaking experience. So they're closing solo and duo for AS, is that Asia? OC, that's Oceania, and SA, South America. So you're not going to be able to play solo and duo on Tago. But they should be folding Tago into the other maps. This is a weird thing as well. So they're taking Paramo out and putting Karakan back into the normal rotation. So when you don't choose Tago, you're going to have Erangel, Miramar, Sanhok, Vikendi, and Karakan. Let me take a drink. So Paramo is an amazing looking map, and I think it plays really cool as well. I think it's like a mini Erangel. I love Paramo. I mean Karakan's like a team deathmatch or free for all map, isn't it? It's hard. It's just all bare. It's all barren. If you're caught on the side of a hill when you're running towards the circle and someone sees you, you're effed because they can just shoot you because there's no cover. Yeah, and the fact that they got Tago still separately, it really does make you think that the people at the top in PUBG, they don't really. I don't think they really understand what people want, or maybe they don't understand what people want in Western Europe and North America. For me, and I've said this in previous videos, what I would do is I would say, right, okay, let's not we don't need any more maps now. We can make the existing maps better, but we don't need any more maps. There's more than enough maps for PUBG now. And I would always say, look, let's have our featured map should always be Erangel. You should always just be able to jump into an Erangel map and play Erangel. Erangel is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, not PUBG Battlegrounds, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. That is the best map and the most fun map to play, and you should always have that. And then the other map should be in a good rotation. So you should be able to jump in and have a good rotation of those maps so that you can, you don't get Miramar. You don't get Sanhok. Or the other way they could do it is they could do big battlegrounds. So it would be, I guess it would be Erangel, Miramar, Tago. And then you could have Sanhok, Vikendi, what would you have? Vikendi... it would be Erangel, Miramar, Tago, and Vikendi, as those map, and then you'd have small battlegrounds, which would be Vikendi, which would be Sanhok, Karakan, and Paramo. And so you play so you just have two, and then you choose. But what they must ensure when they have these map rotations, that the maps do rotate. And you don't get stuck playing Sanhok over and over and over again. Because I like playing all of the PUBG maps. I like Karakin. You know, I'll play on Karakin. I don't mind. But I don't want to play it over and over and over again. Ranked Season 13 Honor Base Rewards. Since Ranked Season 11, additional focus was placed on your most recent ranked achievements, with Honor Base Rewards such as nameplates and emblems now only available to display for the duration of the new season. We hope this encourages players to continue their rank progression while also adding a little more prestige to those hard-earned rewards each season. Ranked in-game cosmetics such as parachute skins, etc. will remain available to use throughout all seasons. Players who reach the highest ranks will receive additional rewards such as animated nameplates and emblems to make the grind just a little sweeter. At the beginning of Season 13, all eligible players will be granted their Season 12 rewards, including nameplates, emblems, available for the duration of the season. Honor-based rewards for Season 12 will be removed from the inventory with the start of next season. Okay. The top 500 players from each region will receive a unique top 500 animated emblem and animated nameplate to show their status as world beaters. Top 500 players will be displayed in-game on the leaderboard. Yeah, I mean, ranked mode. Should they have rank? I don't think they should have ranked mode. Get rid of ranked mode. Put it in with normal play. Or maybe have it there when the PUBG esports season is on. Maybe have it there, but you want to. The important thing for PUBG and Battle Royales and multiplayer shooters in general is you want lots and lots and lots of people playing it together so that queue times are very, very short, so that people are playing in matches where there isn't big lag. You don't want people spread out, and you always have a better experience if you're playing with people who are closer to you geographically in a multiplayer online shooter. And I also think, as far as top players, just go back to the way they used to do it in the times of the original Xbox pre-beta that we had when we were playing that. Where it worked fine then. You know, it was based on kills and where you finished and chicken dinners, and it was, you know, your average player, if you played careful, you could do well. And it wasn't based on playtime or having to play ranked with sweaty players, all this sort of stuff. So Season 12 emblem and nameplates, we won't worry about that. Rank schedules, changes to ranked, not really bothered about any of that stuff. Weapon balance update. As a Battle Royale game where every match presents different situations, we believe every weapon category should have its purpose in certain types of encounters. When checking our data, we found DMRs to be overperforming at long to very long ranges. However, at very long distances, you would expect sniper rifles to have an advantage. These balance changes should make sniper rifles more viable than before, especially for engagements at very long distances. Alongside buffs to sniper rifles, including improved bolting, animation and transition speeds, certain ARs and the PP Bison receive recoil reductions or an increase in damage. Read below for full data. The ballistics of the following sniper rifles have been adjusted: the Kar98, the Mosin Nagant and the M24. So, increased muzzle velocity, slightly flatter bullet trajectory, decreased drag, increased damage coefficient. So you're not going to have to lead targets as much because the bullets are going to be going faster, and you're not going to have to aim above the target. So zero them. I suppose that hopefully the scopes have been adjusted. So it's going to be easier to hit, I guess, moving targets and more distant targets, which is, yeah. Do I feel good about that? I don't know. I'm kind of in two minds always about one shot kill weapons like the sniper rifles. You know, you can be playing for 25 minutes and then you get hit in the head, and unless you're wearing a level 3 helmet, that's it, you're dead and you're out of the game, unless you've got one of those magic revive things. When I'm using that, I love it. When I get hit by it, I'm like, oh, for God's sake. But it means, you know, you've got to keep moving around, and yeah, I'm not sure. Is it? Do I think it's good to make sniping easier in PUBG? No, because enough people are sorry, excuse my French, are effing good at it already. Kar98, Mosin Nagant, M24, decreased bolt action delay, increased bolt action speed, faster transition to scoping after bolting, increased rate of fire. Wow. So not only are they making them easy to hit stuff, they're faster to reload as well. The following balance changes have been applied to DMRs: increased bullet drop and reduced damage coefficient at longer range for the Mini 14. Yeah, okay. Great. Increased damage to the QBZ, reduced recoil on the G36. So that's interesting. So one of the problems though with that PUBG has that I see is that people being able to use fully automatic ARs with like a 4x scope on or a 3x scope on, and they can control the recoil, which makes the ARs as effective as the DMRs, and really almost as effective as the bolt-action rifles, because people just blast you. So that's interesting that they're doing that. LMGs, DP28 increased damage, M249 reduced horizontal recoil during extended sprays. Yeah, I mean the M249 used to be really good when it was in supply drops, when it would come down, and then when it went into normal loot rotation, they nerfed it. You know, so PUBG, take the M249, put it back to a very powerful weapon like it used to be, and put it back in airdrops. Simple. And then the DP28, the dinner plate 28, is the one that we have, you know, that we find that isn't quite as good as an M249. More damage for the Bison. Look at that weapon skin. Very player unknown is player unknown is nothing to do with PUBG anymore, is it? Because it's not player unknown Battlegrounds, it's PUBG Battlegrounds. He's deleted all his Twitter stuff. Not really interested in skills. This, oh dear me, come on PUBG. I do like the fact that they make these silly skins very bright, so they're easier to see, so you can kill the people who've got them. Lots of stuff about how you earn stuff. Look at these drop rates, 1.5%. Bloody hell. Sprays, introducing the new spray feature. You can spray on the ground, building and walls during the match. Express your emotions through various sprays. Yeah, graffiti. Woohoo! Sprays can be applied to most surfaces, excluding water, windows, vehicles, and players. Oh, it's a shame you can't put them on players. You can apply sprays at close range only, and in most situations, including while moving or standing still. Sprays cannot be used in the lobby. Sprays can be equipped under customized emotes and sprays tab. Each player can only have one spray displayed in the world at a time, with new sprays replacing previous ones. Okay, so I guess as you spray something, if you spray something else, the other one will disappear. Introducing the new winner chicken dinner celebration to make those wins just a bit more special. Alongside this new end of match celebration, the results screen has also been improved. The celebration begins with winners at match end and can be cancelled, with the match results screen displayed once the celebration is complete. If your team wins but you've been killed during the match and during squad, you'll be able to watch your teammates celebrate. The celebration isn't shown if players remain on the death screen, instead showing the match results immediately. You can now quickly and easily add friends and check your teammates' stats without having to open the match report. Show off some personal flair in the lobby by showcasing your avatar and nameplate. Kill message improvements. The center screen combat feed has been updated to improve visibility and ease of use while engaging in combat. Instead of only the most recent feed entry displayed in the center screen, the feed will now show up to 4 messages simultaneously, making it much easier to keep track of multiple combat events happening in quick succession. Okay. The quick marker distance has been increased, allowing the marker to be used in more situations. Now 4 to 6 waypoints. Auto equip now works better. Store, improve back-end pre-pass system logic to slightly improve performance. Nice. What are these colours for, man? They've added 3 female faces. Black pink. So there you go. So you can buy black pink skins. You can't. They don't have their faces on though, so it's just their outfits. I don't know about this. I suppose it is. It's very battle royale. Having the school uniforms, I could say. Yeah. It's very battle royale. Bug fixes. So there we go. That's enough. Right. So interesting. So PUBG patch update for 13.1 for console. I guess the main things to take away are probably the crashing plane and the multi-care packages. So yeah, looking forward to playing around with some of that. So what do you think? Are you back in PUBG? I so want to play PUBG more than I do, but I have other commitments at the moment. But I still think it is one of the greatest, if not the greatest game of all time, along with Battlefield 1. Anyway, that's enough from me. If you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.